Hello everyone, this is Asra Sultana, Assistant Professor in Triple Department, ISL Engineering College. So I am taking Power System Operation and Control subject for Triple Final Year students. So today's class we are going to see the course objectives and course outcomes, and also we are going to see the various topics which are present in the units 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, what are the course objectives? To understand the concept and importance of load flow studies, economic operation of thermal power plant, frequency control of interconnected power systems. And students should understand about reactive power control and stability of power system networks. Our course outcomes will be that after the completion of the course, students should be able to solve the load flow by appropriate modeling of the given power system and formulation of Y-bus and evaluation of generation mix for economic operation with and without transmission losses, and should explain the load frequency control and estimate the frequency deviation through modeling, analyze and describe different types of power system stabilities, identify various methods of voltage control and study the reactive power compensation, design the railway steel bridges and bridge bearings. Now let us see the contents of the unit 1. So unit 1 is all about load flow studies, formulation of Y-bus for a system. So what is load flow studies or load flow solution? It is a solution of the network under steady state condition subject to certain inequality constants under which the system will operate. So what will be these constants? These constants can be load nodal voltages, reactive power generation of generators, tap settings of a tap changing under load transformer, and the load flow solution will give the nodal voltages and phase angles, and hence it will give the power injection at all the buses and power flows through interconnecting power channels. So it is essential for designing a new power system. That is, load flow solution is essential for designing a new power system and for planning extension of the existing one for increased load demand. So apart from formulation of Y-bus and modeling of tap changing and phase shifting transformer, we are having the formulation of load flow problem. So there are basically 4 methods by which we are finding the solution of a load flow, that is Gauss-Seidel method, Newton-Raphson method, decoupled method and fast decoupled method. So we are going to see in detail about all these methods, and we are going to see their flow charts, algorithms, and also we are going to solve the problems based on these 4 methods, and comparison of these 4 methods. Also we are going to do it at the end of the unit, and this is very important unit, and you may expect a one long question or 2 long questions also, and one short question is also expected in this unit. Then let us see the second unit. Second unit is all about economic operation of power system. So what is the economic operation of power system? It is the power system need to be operated economically to make the electrical energy cost effective to the consumers in the space of constantly rising prices. So whatever the cost of energy which we are going to give it to the consumer, it has to be less. So we are planning the power system to generate uh, the energy which is cost effective. Next, in the operation of power system, contribution from each unit within a plant must be such that the cost of electrical energy produced is minimum. So we are concentrating on the cost here. So we are going to see the input output curves, heat rate curves, incremental cost curve, BMN coefficients, economic operation, including and excluding transmission losses. Then coming to third unit deals with the load frequency control. So why the frequencies need to be controlled? So for AC motors to operate, it requires constant frequency supply to maintain the speed as constant. So usually we are using AC motors. So to maintain the speed constant, we require a constant frequency supply. And in continuous process of industry, it will affect the operation of the process itself if the frequency is not maintained constant. The next is frequency will affect the amount of power transmission through interconnecting lines. So because of this, the power losses will be increased. If you don't maintain the constant frequency, the power losses will be increased. And next is, for the synchronous operation of various units in power system network, it is necessary to maintain frequency constant. So load frequency control chapter, we are going to see the governor characteristics, regulation of generators, coherency, concept of control area. So under that we can see single area control and two area control, and development of model for both single area and two area control. We are going to see small definitions of flat frequency control, flat tie line bias control. Also we are going to see pool operation is also an important concept here. Next is unit 4. So unit 4 it is dealing with the power system stability. What is stability? Stability of an interconnected power system is its ability to return to normal or stable operation after being subjected to some form of disturbances. So based on this, power system problems are classified into three basic types, that is steady state, dynamic and transient. So we are going to see the definitions of steady state stability, transient stability, and steady state stability of synchronous machine connected to infinite bus, calculation of steady state stability limit, equal area criterion, applications of equal area criterion, swing equation, step-by-step solution of swing equation, factor affecting transient stability, auto closure, and also we are going to see the problems here. In this unit we can see various problems and derivations. Next is the fifth unit, reactive power control. So reactive power generation by synchronous generators and automatic voltage regulator AVR, and various FACS controllers devices we are going to see TCAC, STATCOM, UPFC, that is their operating principle is important for 5 marks we can see. So what is the course objective? To understand the concept and importance of load flow studies, economic operation, frequency control, load frequency control, and reactive power control, and the stability of power system network. So these are the 5 units which we are going to see: load flow studies, economic operation, load frequency control, and power system stability and reactive power control. So load flow studies is solution of a network under steady state conditions subject to certain inequality constraints. And what is economic operation? We are making the system in such a way that the power which we are supplying, the electrical energy which we are supplying to the consumer should be of cost effective. Then load frequency control is required. Why frequency control is required? So there are various reasons here. So AC motors will require to make the speed constant, and industry the process is continuous. The operation or the process which are happening in the industry is continuous. So for that we require a constant frequency supply, and frequency will affect the generation of power losses, and for synchronous operation of various units in power system network, to maintain the frequency constant we require the frequency control. Then stability concept we have seen, power system stability and reactive power control. So these are the 5 units. So next class I am going to start the unit 1, load flow studies and formulation of a Y bus for a system. Okay, thank you students.